What does manhood mean to you?
Wow. What does manhood mean to me? I think manhood means to me being responsible, um, being a leader, and setting an example. I'm the only man in my house growing up with all my mother and my all the aunts in my family, my sister. So, kind of just positioning myself as an example and kind of, showing the model of how a man should, be around women and how he should carry himself in the community has always been really important to me.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of King Crush Thursday, the series where we highlight and uplift Black men, because frankly, not too many people are doing it. My name is Val Gay, and I'm super excited to bring this brother to you today. He is a visionary leader, dedicated with over 20 years experience in educational and sports leadership by way of youth development through sports, specifically basketball. Something like that. But I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Eric Worley. Hi, Eric. Nice to see you.
Hello there, Val. Hello. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate the invitation to this conversation.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, Eric, as you know, we are creating a repository of 6 questions on our way to 100 answers by 100 different positive and successful Black men, with the hope ultimately of shifting or widening the very narrow narrative that's currently out there about Black men. We often see just a sliver of our community, and we know we're so much more. And so, as a sister honoring brothers, I know that there's so much more. Ultimately, also, we want to have our young kings who may or may not have positive Black male role models to come to this repository, see the same 6 questions answered in 100 different ways in phase 1, and hopefully find guidance there. And then for the rest of us who are neither male or even Black, for us to look at this repository and see these answers and have our minds expanded and our acceptance widened, if you will. And so I'm super excited and happy that you are here to contribute to this repository. And I'm going to get started with the first question, which is, what does manhood mean to you?
Wow. What does manhood mean to me? I think manhood means to me being responsible, being a leader, and setting an example. I'm the only man in my house growing up with all my mother and my all the aunts in my family, my sister. So, kind of just positioning myself as an example and kind of, showing the model of how a man should, be around women and how he should carry himself in the community has always been really important to me.
Got it. That's awesome. Well, speaking of importance, and thank you for that, who and or what is important to you, Eric?
Who and or what is important to me? I think family is extremely important, and I think education, is important to me. And And then I think, obviously you see the basketball here on my shirt, and you spoke about that in my introduction. Although I'm a basketball lover and I'm a basketball junkie, I've always been involved, with the game of basketball. I also think what is really important is just being involved in something, and being attached and having a passion for something. Basketball and serving young people is my passion, but I think just being attached and being involved with something and having a passion for something is also extremely important.
Awesome. That's excellent. So, Eric, how do you want us to see you?
Wow. How do I want you to see me? That's not a threat, you know, and as a positive example, I think that's one of the major misconceptions today. Obviously I'm sitting now, but if I was to stand up, I'm about 6'3", 6'4", kind of big frame. So I think a lot of times when someone sees a larger black man, they, immediately, feel a level of intimidation, so, I always kind of, prided myself on being a bit of a gentle giant, so don't let the physical posture, fool you. And I think I want to be seen as someone, that is, has a love, has a compassion for others, and always wanting to be, in a leadership and a supportive, situation for those that, I'm around and or those that I'm serving.
That's beautiful. That's awesome. Excellent. So, Eric, what is your epic dream?
What is my dream?
Epic dream.
Ooh. That's a little bit different, huh? Okay, okay. Huh. What is my epic dream? Uh, I think my epic dream is to, kind of really put my finger on and find that thing that can, motivate young people to kind of, get on the right track. I use basketball or the sport that I love the most kind of as that, conduit to, engage and or serve young people. So I think that will kind of continue to, be something that kind of motivates me and drives me to, try to identify and find that thing that can help redirect some of these young men who are out here, making poor decisions, kind of engaging with the wrong people. How can I, help be that trigger that kind of points you in the right direction? I always kind of, think that a young person kind of gets to a crossroads where they can either go left or go right, and if I can kind of be that guiding light to kind of help you, go right, I think that is that epic change that I'm kind of really looking to have, with the young people that I serve.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, you've been answering this question all along, but I'm going to ask you outwardly, Mr. Eric Worley, who are you?
Who am I? Ah, uh, I think I am. Hmm, who am I? I think the best way for me to say it is, I think I'm just a humble servant. I've always kind of, been that person who have worked in the service capacity. I'm that individual that started out, coaching, young people at an early age, became an educator, became a teacher, became a, nonprofit program leader. So I feel like I've had the ability and I've been blessed to be in, positions to add value and to be helpful and to serve others, whether it's through education or whether it's through sport. And I think just kind of really doing it humbly, and never taking, any of the work that I do for granted, and never placing judgment on any of the young people that I serve, whether it's a young person from, the inner city or whether it's a young person from the inner ring suburbs, always just kind of really being consistent in my approach to all of the people that I serve. And I guess doing it humbly.
That's wonderful. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. So, here we are, already at question 6, which is there anything that I should have asked you that you wanted me to ask that I didn't, or I should have asked you and I didn't? Other words, what did I miss?
Hmm. Uh, What did I miss? I think no. I mean, again, I appreciate this invitation. I think it is extremely important to shine a light on all of the amazing men who are out here in the community doing amazing work. Because as you mentioned at the start of the conversation, the narrative around Black men is always so negative. So I think whenever Black men are doing positive things, that are being good fathers, that are being good role models, in the community, having platforms, having opportunities to, share our voice and share our stories is just is inviting. So the moment that I saw the theme of what you were doing, I said, yes, where do I sign up at? Because it's not often that you just get asked these questions that you asked us, right? Like, we're not given this opportunity. So I appreciate the opportunity. I'm glad that, my colleague invited me into the space. And, I'm glad that I was able to, join this conversation with you this evening.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And I love your answers. I particularly love the answer around the disconnect between one's physical stature and how we perceive that person. So this idea of you being a gentle giant is a beautiful thing. And I just really appreciate that. And I just honor you, my king. I pray that your epic dream absolutely comes true and continues to unfold, and that all your work will continue to touch so many young people. And as you know, when you touch a young person and you help guide a young person, you're not just touching that young person, you're touching everybody that touches that young person in the present as well in the future. So I'm really grateful for you and for your work. So thank you so much for being here today.
Hey, thank you for the invitation, and I absolutely applaud all of the work that you're doing to, shine this light on, us gentlemen.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. And stay right there, because I want to thank the audience for joining us today. I really hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. And if there is a positive and successful Black man in your life you want to see highlighted in this forum, please click the link below or in my bio, fill out the nomination form, and I'll take it from there. We are on our way in phase 1 to 100 answers by 100 different positive and successful Black men. And we are like nail-bitingly close. Oh my goodness. Phase 1. Oh, we're almost here. And I have to say, success does not mean equal what someone does for a living. They may be a visionary leader with all of this many years of experience in youth and youth development through sports and education, but they don't have to be. We were really looking for those brothers, as Eric said, who are positively contributing to their community. We want to talk to those folks and also have them be a part of this repository. So please, in the meantime, stay tuned for yet another amazing king next week. And remember to spread love and have a great day. Thanks so much. And Eric, thank you so much. That was really wonderful. Thank you.